Hello, everyone. So, since this is the first time that you're coming to this announcement, I wanted to make a quick video. Typically, I will make a video for y'all going over what assignments you have during the week and just giving you a weekly overview, and it will go in the announcement. So you can see this announcement that I haven't posted yet because it doesn't have this video in it will get posted momentarily with the video right underneath. So you can click on that, and that video will give you kind of an overview of the things that are coming due and anything I want you to pay attention to. Since this is the first time we're doing this, I just wanted to reiterate that this course is set up just basically the same as your 101 class. So if you go to the home page, all of our weekly announcements will be listed here. And then over here, you have your calendar with your due dates. Here you have a Zoom link. So if you ever need to meet with me about this class on Zoom, that's the link. And most of your information is going to be available here through the announcement. Just like in 101, you can use the content getting started section for the English 011 schedule if you prefer how it's broken down here with your due dates. And you can see over under assignments that this is what's due this week. One thing I'm going to do in the announcements, and I'll take you to the announcement that I'm about to post to show you. One thing I like to do is I like to explain everything you have to do in a week in one place. So I choose to do it in 011. Typically, you'll have one, occasionally two more assignments due than the folks who are just taking 101, because 011 will have these extra assignments for you to do to help build your skills for the 101 course. So because of that, it might be a good idea for you when you're looking at the weekly overview to get an idea of what's coming to look over at the 011 course, because it will have everything. So when you're in your 101 course, this is the top of it where it says the weekly to-dos. I've just transferred it over here to remind you that in addition to needing to submit your Unit 1A progress checkpoint in 011 this week, you'll also be reading the article for 101, annotating in 101, and creating an outline for your personal essay in 101. So because there's a lot coming this week, in 101, since we're dealing with the 10-week condensed format, you have a lot of assignments pretty consistently every week. I wanted to give you a progress checkpoint that was pretty low stakes. So if you click on the Unit 1A progress checkpoint that's due, it's going to take you to an assignment, a set of assignment details that basically explain I want you to watch the overview video and answer a couple questions. One other thing that I want to point out before I actually walk you through that is this section called Readings and Resources. Sometimes I'll call it readings, sometimes I'll call it like weekly to-dos. I changed the title a little bit, but this is basically just an area that I would like you to check out to see if there's anything I want you to read. And I would like you to read the Active Reading Strategies article before you begin your annotations for the 101 article, because this is going to give you some strategies and some tips on how to be a good active reader. That's what annotation is. For the progress checkpoint itself, you'll see that I'm considering this a way of checking in. In this case, especially with assignments like this, I tend to make sure that you are doing the work and you're engaging with the material. That's the most important part for me. And this is a bit of a check-in. I want to make sure you're comfortable doing the things in the course that you need to do, like reading the assignment details, uploading the files for submission, making sure that that you're logging onto D2L is another good thing for me to check for with this assignment. So I gave a couple of pieces of advice, like your first step towards success is to read the assignment details carefully, take notes as you watch the video, and if you have questions about 101, you can use question 3 as an opportunity to ask those as well, if you have any questions about Unit 1 in 101. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click on the Unit 1A progress checkpoint, and you can see that what I want you to do is watch the linked video, then open a Word document, and answer these 3 questions. So in your Word document, you can just be like, if it ever opens, you can just number it. I'm totally fine with that. And just make sure you're answering in complete sentences. You can say we can say two, three. And for this third, and so you'll have 3 questions, and then you'll save this, and this is all you need to submit. In this question about what do you still have questions about for this unit? If you want to include questions about 101, or even if you just want to say anything really, what questions do you have at all? Then maybe I'll change the wording of this. I'll say what do you still have questions about? I will leave it at that. I kind of clarified earlier, but I'm just going to say, what do you still have questions about? Because I am going to be responding to these on a one-on-one basis. So if you're confused about how file submissions work, if you're not sure where to find due dates, if you are confused about something that you're annotating in 101, any questions you have, go ahead and ask them here, because this is my chance to respond back to you and make sure that you're on the right track and on the right foot for starting off with this online 011 101 course.